What's up, America? Neil and Kim here from Geauga Firearms Academy. Thanks for watching. So we're going to show you here a quick clip of a experience that I had at SHOT Show 2023 about the Compliant, that's the name of the company, and their
Compliant Technologies, and they call it the glove.
The glove. So here you go.
I want to introduce Neil to our CD3 technology. It's a controlled distractive de-escalation device. So the electricity in here, we have two patented technologies. One is our electricity never goes into the body, so at no point is there any kind of electrocution. The other part is it only works on skin. And that's intentional because we want officers to be able to interact with the suspect and not actually have to use it on them until the time comes necessary. So this is a game changer. It's a full smoke fire. The idea being we want you to stop the fight now. Try not to go down, Neil.
That was the glove, generated low output voltage emitter.
Wow.
That's
All right,
a
very
lot
good.
to
I would
say.
just
They
ask
like
the glove.
acronyms a lot in that
That
company.
shocks you. Yeah.
So what it is, it's another tool you can use. Like people are calling it like taser. It's not a taser. It's emitting voltage.
So I realized you guys are going to watch, like, well, how do I get one? So just so that we're clear on this one, it's military law enforcement and vetted security. They're pretty clear on that, who can actually get a hold of one of these. And the idea here is the technology that they're using is not like a taser where it shoots the darts out, obviously. And according to what they told me in person, you could even have medical issues. This doesn't actually penetrate. The current that gets emitted stays in the dermis, and it supposedly just affects the dermis level and your nervous system. And I mean, obviously you can see it's not a good feeling. The cool part though is so let's say that they're on and they look. If you guys have ever had a heated glove before or seen those, there's a button that turns on and it activates the glove. The cool part about that is he actually took his metal handcuffs out and held them, and I grabbed the other end while they're energized, nothing. And if I even Kim here, if I touched her arm here, even with this thinner shirt, nothing. In no time, you can grab your own gun, your own equipment. It doesn't interfere with any of that. The only thing that will activate it is bare skin. So if I were like trying to control, and I'm lifting her arm up high just so the camera can see. So while I'm here, even with the gloves on, no big deal. But if I were to slip down here to her bare hand, it would work. And then I never got, because I didn't want to ride that ride any longer. But supposedly there's a second level of intensity. So if the first initial doesn't work, which I would imagine the only people it wouldn't work on is if you were highly altered from some.
Everyone fell when we watched, especially the second guy. I couldn't stop laughing. I know, I'm
It was
evil.
terrible, that poor man.
That poor man, he smacked his face on the ground. He's like a flopping fish. I know.
It's not good. In that case, so you may see all this. We haven't deciphered yet how good the audio is going to be because we didn't have our real nice setup here. We just had our
And it's
cell phone.
just loud in there.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like
just
so
loud
many people in
regardless.
there.
Unless you have wireless mics that we didn't have with us, it's going to be a mess. So that's why I'm doing the explanation of what you're seeing. The other thing that from a law enforcement, security, whatever standpoint, even when we go into certain units like a behavioral unit where we can't technically have firearms with us or tasers or anything, the gloves are still an option. That one, we can just turn them off if we don't need them. But two, even if we do use them, it's hard. I mean, if I have a taser on my side and someone grabs it, I mean, I have to use other techniques in order to get that, to retain that. But how are you really going to take someone's gloves? I mean, if you get your gloves taken off, you've pretty much lost that one already. So just from a retention standpoint, I think that's a really important concept with that particular, with the glove.
And also the other interesting thing I found was that they don't it's not like a certain time, like with the taser, you're talking about like a 5-second ride.
Mm-hmm.
And this, it'll just continuous until they comply, right?
Till your hair catches on fire, I guess. And that's the other part too. For those that understand tasers and how they work, let's say that the one probe went into somebody and then I have to come up and make contact. I mean, once that person pulls away, that loop is broken if I don't get full NMI. well, this is kind of a cool thing. So if I'm holding on, I mean, as long as I'm holding on, I'm going to be able to continue to get that compliance. But I think you're going to comply pretty quick.
So that was the glove by Compliant Technologies. I'll put a link if you are law enforcement or vet security, or that might fit your needs, if you want to call them and ask about pricing and things like that. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a like, a thumbs up, a share, a comment. We always like to hear from you guys. Find us on TikTok. We're new there at Geauga Firearms. Give us some love, please.
We're TikTokers.
Yeah.
TikTok.
And of course, subscribe here on YouTube. You can find us on Rumble, on Instagram, on Facebook, and we put all of our premium content on Patreon. Until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.